I've gone ahead and finished tagging all the clips in my keywords. So I just wanted to show you where I've ended up and just to sort of explain my organizational methods and stuff like that. So first of all, you can see I've slightly changed the structure here. So inside my event, I've now got 5 folders: type, people, kit, scenes, and other events. I've numbered these 001 to 005 because Final Cut sorts alphabetically. So this way I always know the order they're going to be in. So inside type, I've got my cutaways and interviews. Inside people, I've got my cast and crew. Now I don't know if I pointed this out before, but if I click on the cast folder, I see all the clips that have been tagged with any of these 3 keywords. So that's a quick way of finding clips with the cast or clips with the crew. And you can see now there's lots of clips under each person's name. So that's going to be nice when we start editing. So if Theo's talking, I can find shots of him. Like for example, there he is, sat down on the sofa there. There he is holding his boom, stuff like that. I also created a few keyword collections for kit, so I just thought it'd be nice to have a few shots marked off where we see some of the more important kit being used, just in case we ever want to use that as a cutaway. It struck me actually that most of the time this isn't too necessary because we know Theo is usually holding the boom and Tim's usually with the camera, so we could have separated it that way, but I just thought it was useful to have these shots here. Clapperboard, having shots of that is always nice. The monitor and the Osmo, which is a little DJI camera that you can sort of see being used there and there. So I separated those out. Scenes, you watch me do a bit of that. So each of the sort of locations we filmed that has a collection, so I can quickly refer to that. And then other events are just other bits and pieces, or like the wrap there that didn't quite fit into another category, so I just created a separate section for that. Now, it occurred to me with the when you're going through tagging people, it's quite difficult sometimes, particularly with the source content I've chosen here. Obviously, we've got shots like this one, where there's quite a few people in it, or even this one, quite a few people, or the example I showed where it pans from one person to another. So how I've started approaching it is not tagging based on who I can actually see in the frame, but who I might use this clip for. So, for example, Amy is very much in the shot here. So this is something you might use as one of her cutaways. Matt as well, quite clear. And Q is stood right in the front of the frame. However, Sophie, Tim, and Theo are all stood at the back. So you can't really see them, and you wouldn't necessarily use this shot for any of their cutaways. So I've chosen not to give them the keyword here. Now that just saves a bit of time because putting every single person's name down is a bit difficult. But it also means that in our keyword collections, I know that when I've got Katie, for example, tagged in a shot, I know I will actually be able to clearly see her in that shot, and that it's not just going to be a clip with everyone in it. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll look at rating clips.